Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
Unpopular K-pop opinions, cause if you ain't mad yet, you're next.
Gonna lie, me too. When I went on her page and seen her pictures, I said, "Oh, jump scare."
1. Let's talk about the Megan and Yoonchai live drama. From their stupid beef to people accusing Megan of almost saying the N-word, it's a mess. The short version? Megan and Yoonchai admitted they had beef. Megan called herself out for being a stressed brat. They both laughed, said they're good now and moved on. Then the internet did what it always does, ripped it out of context, chewed it up, spat out she almost said the N-word, threw in a banana equals racist theory for seasoning, and suddenly
How do you almost say the N-word? You either say it or you don't say it. I don't really... what is almost saying it?
we're 3 threads deep into Is Megan a Colonizer discourse off a Weverse live that was literally supposed to be closure. On the live, the vibe was not tell all expose, it was we were messy trainees, let's clown ourselves. Megan nudged Yoonchai like tell them about our fights. They bickered about who started it, aka Megan, who basically admitted she lashed out when she was stressed and acted like a bee. And the tone was very much we survived this, we're cool, we're joking about it now. It was 2 girls dragging their past selves, not one victim trembling on camera.
It's a simple, easy, and quick process.
Twitter saw a confession arc and said perfect villain origin. Story unlocked. Then came that clip, the infamous chopped moment where Megan is arguing, saying y'all, then her mouth hits an N sound.
sometimes, maybe I can count this as a pet peeve. I don't like when people apologize and be like after, oh, I was just acting like a bitch. So, did you not know you were being a bitch in the moment of you being a bitch to me?
Well, I think the
I
thing
feel like,
is, you get heated in those moments, and the anger gets the
no,
better judgment of you.
no, but it wasn't like heated. She said she was just being mean, like she was being a bitch, like she was
Well,
just
okay,
being.
yeah. Like if you being just mean to be mean on purpose,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But if you like talk about because you mean you being mean or you're doing this because you like the heat of the moment gets to you, I can understand that because sometimes the heat of the moment does like even with me like so there is sometimes the heat of the moment gets to me, and then after you kind of calm down, you think about it now, that was wrong, like that, yes, but just to without that like anger to just like be a bitch to someone, yeah, I get what you're saying. If you're like on purpose doing it just to be annoying, like okay, then yeah, that's not something, I feel like that's not something you can apologize for. Like I guess you can, but it's like you knew what you were doing, like it's
Yeah, I mean that's why it's just
right.
weird how she kind of apologized for it, the way she said it. So to me, I'm like, but I wonder, did you know you were being that way while you were being that way?
Yeah,
I
I
think,
guess it would depend on the context.
yeah, because I wouldn't think like Yoonjae, I don't know, would put herself like into the drama, seeing if she was heated. Like unless how she shows heat is like she doesn't show any signs. It's just response. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like some people they're like be passive aggressive. They're like they're heated and sad, but they're
But
passive. They don't
But
show it.
passive aggressive really means like to me like you okay, you know you being aggressive, but you do it passively and not
No,
actively.
well, you
Because
you
I could be shady, like it's like I'm being shady, like
okay.
low key shady to you.
You're like passive aggressive is you're angry, but you like don't want to show you angry. Like you're trying to keep
But you know you're
composure, but you're
angry.
angry. Yeah,
But you
but
know you're angry,
you know
right?
you're angry. Yeah, but like you in the heat of the moment though. Still, like passive aggressive is still in the heat of the moment though.
For me personally, I don't think I could be friends with someone say, "Oh, sorry about that. I was just like a bitch earlier." And to me, I would look at, did you know that at that time? Because to me, it's kind of it's like a weird excuse to say before the apology. I think
Also,
just
like
it's,
being a bitch, like sometimes like something completely unrelated to you annoys you. Like so,
yeah.
if like like sometimes it might be like you having a bad day at work and you like kind of take it out on someone.
I don't like that type.
Well, but it happens though. You don't have to
Yeah,
like it, but it does happen. So like it's like it happens to me too, like all the time playing basketball. You can see like some people just having like a bad day, and then they take it out on the court, get into a fight with someone because they're having a bad day for whatever going on with their wives or girlfriends or or stuff like that. So like you see that, like sometimes you see someone is having just a bad day, and like you can feel it brewing, like you can feel a fight brewing, like you just the tension, you feel it. So I think like in those moments, then after they cool down, kind of let that tension out, you can shit, I was wrong, you can apologize. But like it's just sometimes it just be like that.
It's just the confidence for me, like, oh, I was just being a bitch earlier. I was like, The
Well,
way it sounds like.
but
to
at
me,
least
it's like,
she's, at least she has reflected, grown, and she understands,
yeah.
okay, I was wrong. She's not pretending, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong. It's on you.
Uh-huh.
She's saying, yeah, I was wrong. She is admitting that. So I think that's already a first step.
Stutter and continue talking.
All y'all like to say that Megan just has beef with everyone.
People jumped straight to she almost said the N-word and caught herself. Let's be clear. In the full context. Then her mouth hits an N sound. Stutter and continue talking.
All y'all like to say that Megan just has beef with everyone.
People jumped straight to
I
she
get
almost
it.
said the N-word.
I get it.
Talking.
All y'all like to say that Megan just has beef with everyone.
People jumped straight to she almost said the N-word and caught herself.
Yeah,
Let's be
I can
clear.
see that.
In the full
I can see
context,
that.
she does not say the N-word. She says y'all. Her mouth stumbles into an N consonant. Then she keeps talking. It sounds like a stutter. And
But the thing is, why? I don't know what's the.
Why is a question, but is it fair to say that accuse her of anything when she didn't say it though?
Yeah. But
The N word is not the only word that starts with a letter N. Now,
the thing is, you know who would know the answer to this is whoever she's in the group chat
Yeah.
that would know how she talks.
yeah. So
Know
like,
what was coming next.
because all y'all and it does make sense what comes next.
Yeah.
The thing is though, in that group, there isn't really anybody black. Manal is, but she's not African American black,
Yeah,
so
but
the word
she
is
has
not
other
really used.
friends. She has other friends.
Oh, so you're saying with other friends she's used? Because like,
Yeah, the people the code switch, you know.
because
some
how
friends-
would you even use that word in that, at least in the Catseye group?
I mean,
Like there isn't like.
I have ideas in my head what she was maybe wanting to say.
So what would she say with
I don't
another
know if I
word
wanna
that
say-
starts with
I don't
N,
know
but
if
that's not
if
the
I
N
wanna-
word?
No. Well,
Like what can all y'all, what comes next? All y'all motherfuckers, all y'all bitches,
you
all
know-
y'all F word, you can say that.
You know, there's words, but I don't want to put that on her because I don't know her, and also I don't know how she talks. But there was something she caught herself there.
Well, kudos that she caught herself.
Caught herself in a stutter.
But all y'all, what's the other N letter
I
word
know
that
what
could?
she could have said.
What she could?
I'm not gonna say it.
What could
But
have she said?
everyone that is like me would know like what she.
No, so
Well, I have to tell you.
so you're saying the N
what-
word? Is that what you're saying?
What
Or
I'm saying is stuff close to it or referring to like a people in some sort of way that it's like the safer way of saying the N word that some people use.
oh, okay, that's just that's I know the word.
There's two.
Two?
Yeah.
I know one. I don't know this.
I
Well, okay, yeah. Either way, she called herself. I mean, but the fact that she had to catch herself shows she does use the word on the regular, if that's the word that she intended to say. Because I don't know what else she could say.
The thing is that Lucas, I don't worry about it because if that's you, it's gonna come out in some way somehow.
Yes, you're right about that. We said the same
not
thing with
gonna stress
Tarzan.
about- I'm not gonna
We
stress about
we
it.
were walking. We were up with Tarzan with all the sagging pants, all everything
Yeah.
until he said the word. We were up, not excusing anything, but we were still there riding with the wave or whatever. We were still there, and then he said the word and fini.
I'm not stressed about
So you're right. I think if she does use it on the regular, it is gonna come out at some point.
Interrupted word, or just her tongue tripping over itself mid rant. If your entire case relies on a clipped consonant with no actual word finished, I don't know what to tell you, especially with how Megan have talked about being dyslexic. Dyslexia isn't she can't read good lol. It's a legit learning difference.
That is true. I forgot about that. I don't exactly know
I didn't.
how dyslexia works, but
I didn't. For me, I think I don't know for dyslexia, but for like people with Tourette's, they sometimes slip up and say things they shouldn't say. So for me, I don't know. I just let time tell. We don't know definitively, so we can't hold her to that.
That mostly affects how the brain processes written language, but it can also spill into speech, mixing up words, starting one word and accidentally sliding into another, losing your train of thought mid-sentence, hesitating, repeating syllables, when your brain's racing faster than your
Because-
mouth.
It's like what? Okay, for a person who's not like a person of color, like what other words you could have used in that sentence That's it.
That's what
a
I'm
N.
thinking.
It's like, come on.
That's what I'm thinking.
Come
There
on.
isn't really like there is B word, R word, F word, M word, motherfucker.
Maybe netizens. All you netizens, like that's the only thing I can think of. But I don't think
I've never heard
Especially
I've
use that in
never
casual
heard
speech.
anybody say a word
So
netizen outside of these
that's
reactions.
saying what could have been the filler word.
All you
for you,
netizens?
For you. What
Oh,
would you
I
use?
know exactly what she would have said. Oh, what I would use? I would say all your motherfuckers.
But
That's
she
what I would
didn't. It
say.
was in
My go-to would be motherfucker. But for her, I don't know.
The classic stutter disorder, but under stress, dyslexic people can trip over sounds, restart phrases, or clip words in ways that sound messy or jagged. Now add arguing on live and the whole world watching. And yeah, her mouth glitching on a consonant isn't some shocking plot twist. It fits way more with neurodivergent girl tripping over her own sentence while heated than secretly about to drop.
Also, I think there's back to the N word a little bit. I think there is for people that not, I guess, around black people, they just not hear the word in music. Black people don't really use the word as much as you think they would. Like bless you, I'm around black people basically every day. The word is most often used, what I noticed, to put someone down. Still, it's not I know they say, oh, it's a term of endearment, it's my friend. It is not really used like that. What I'm seeing is they use the word more so like to say, like, 'cause I'm talking in context of basketball, to like, oh, you trash, look at this trash N, you trash N. It's used in that context. It's never used. It's like, oh,
positive
yeah, I don't think I've heard. Oh, this is like as in my best friend.
What we would say is boss, chief, king, like those
Yeah, it would be like I never like most of the times, like 9 out of 10 times, even black people among themselves use it as it's just to put someone down. It's not real. Like in terms of music, sure, like in songs maybe you hear it being said like as an uplifting term of endearment, like uplifting each other. Sure, I'm not saying it's not possible. You can use the word however you want to use it. I'm just saying like how I hear it used every day by black people. It's
and he's around black people.
every day. That's everybody's black. It's never really in a positive to uplift anybody. It's first of all, it's not used as much as rap songs. Like it's really not. Like I hear the word once per game, so like once every half hour I do hear the word, but it's not like every sentence. Like as in rap music, it's like in every sentence they use it. No, it's not like that. You hear it every 10-15 minutes once, and it's usually like trash talk to put this down. Oh, you trash, you suck, you this, you ass, you look at this trash ass, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not so. I think there's a misconception around those like white people and other people that not around black people, really, that don't have any like that they're not in a group with black people.
Stereotypical. They see what's up, my.
Yeah, they
it's
see
like
that
casual.
and they see like nobody says it's never used like that. Like not in my experience. And not here where where I am with.
You cooked.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like I was thinking about it the other day actually, because
Really?
yeah, because Leo got into it and he started calling another guy, oh, this trash, and I was like, I was like, nobody really uses the word anymore. Like, or maybe the word is kind of dying down. Because
I'll tell you the truth. I never.
Because I feel like
been around people to use the word.
It was like maybe more like
positivity.
In 2000s, rap music, like that's how I like.
I don't even hear it in music.
I feel honestly, me too. Like I feel like that's why I was started thinking about it the other day because I heard it. I was like, oh wow, I feel like I haven't heard the word used in a while. And then I was like, and then I was like, when do I hear it used? It's really
someone trying to degrade
someone's trying to degrade someone. That's when the word is used.
Or a person not of color trying to degrade a person of color. Like that's the go-to.
I feel like I have seen maybe non-black people use it, like the Hispanic people. I feel maybe honestly, I feel like they use the word more than black people, to be honest. And even I don't know if I can say they use it in terms of endearment either. Like they also use it to kind of put you down. So, but to be fair, I guess in whatever defense you can, they don't say it to only black people. They say it to like white people, to anybody. They use the word the same way. but still to put the person down. And like black people too, like they can call me N-word to put me down too. Like they wouldn't. I'm not saying they use it exclusively to black people. They would use it to like no matter what color you are, but still the context would be to put you down. Like it. Again, I don't feel like at least in the past year or so, I can't say I have heard the word being used to say, "Oh, my friend." I feel like a while back, maybe like 5-7 years ago, I have heard it in that, but I just feel like overall the usage of that word is kind of dying out a little bit. I don't.
Or maybe it's also maturity too, and understanding of what the word means and what it weighs. Because there is a thing when younger people are singing and they don't know what they're saying, versus when you grow up and you mature and you realize I'm an adult, you want to be like mature and respected, and you know better than to use this word so casually.
A slur and heroically stopping at the letter N. If you're going to drag her, at least factor in the actual context of how her brain works instead of pretending every slip is a confession. Then because the internet can never stop at one half-baked point, someone dug up the older clip where Megan assigns fruits to members and calls Yoonchai a banana, with Yoonchai asking why twice. You can see she's confused. This is where the conversation at least becomes understandable. In English-speaking contexts, banana has been used as a slur for Asians, yellow on the outside, white on the inside. That is
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have never heard that.
Wow.
Banana? I thought it was offensive to black people. Bananas. To Asians too? I guess I'll eat all the bananas then. I love bananas.
You know,
What?
there's like trigger like for black people, for the fruit is for watermelon.
Oh, well, yeah, but okay.
Cause you know what I hate? My biggest pet peeve at the store. I want the watermelon, guys, but I don't need Lucas to say to everyone, "Do you want the watermelon?"
Guys,
No.
if you're non-black, do you not like the
No.
watermelon? Everybody loves
No.
watermelon. Well,
Yeah,
why is that to
it's
be a
just-
black
it's
thing? I
just-
love a
it's just-
watermelon.
It's just the association of fruit. It's uncomfortable.
I love watermelon. I don't know what to tell you.
But when you did it, I don't know if you were even thinking like
I
that.
wasn't thinking about it at all because I like watermelon. To me, watermelon has no.
I just know
There's
I
no
gave you-
skin color.
I
Who
just
likes
know- I
watermelon?
just know
Everybody
you-
loves
I
watermelon.
just know I killed you with my eyes.
Watermelon, chicken. It's like,
Yeah, it's
who doesn't like
it's
chicken?
it's
Like what?
It's like a association to these things, but I don't know that for Asian people. So
I have never heard that bananas are offensive to Asians. Never.
is a real thing, and people aren't crazy for flinching when they hear that word thrown at an Asian girl, especially the youngest Korean member on camera by an older teammate.
But she's
Sup,
like a
Max?
big
Happy
thing.
vacay.
Yeah, if it's a
You
thing,
got
it makes
sun,
sense. Yeah, I get it, but I
a giant sit on
personally,
I
I've
feel
never
for-
heard
I
that.
feel for Yunjin when she says, why? Like,
But it's similar as if somebody with you said, "Oh, they would not name you watermelon." So it's like the same thing. I get it. I'm surprised because I
but I
never
wonder
heard it.
how she explained it to her, because it was like interview, no?
A game. They played a game. Looks like one of those Korean shows, variety shows.
At minimum, it's tone deaf. At worst, it could be a microaggression. But the problem is, people jump straight from this could be loaded to this proves she's racist and targeted her. Like we have a diary entry labeled I meant it like that.
Probably that's
And this
why
is
they
where
do
nuance
that
dies.
about her.
Because
I didn't know that.
Because the reality is more messy than either side wants. On one hand, yes, Megan herself admitted she was mean when stressed. She owned it, called herself out, said she acted badly, and said she and Yoonchai moved through it and are close now. That's literally what the live was. Not a scandal trailer, but closure. On the other hand, you still can't pretend calling the youngest Korean member banana on camera was some galaxy brain genius moment. People reacting to that with discomfort are not insane. You can acknowledge this was probably meant as dumb teasing and still say this was not smart, and I get why people side-eye it. Also, pretending this is some white versus Asian power dynamic is lazy. This isn't a fully non-Asian versus Asian lineup situation. Yoonchai is Korean, Sophia is Filipina. Two of the American members have Asian roots too. Lara is Indian, Megan is Chinese Singaporean. This is not a white girl bullying the only Asian in the room. This is a group full of
Megan
girls from
is
different backgrounds
Chinese
plus global
Singaporean.
Apparently, I didn't know that.
upbringing.
Maybe we have heard it because it does sound vaguely
I was thinking,
familiar.
Isn't she from somewhere?
Vaguely familiar, but I wasn't like, couldn't say like, oh, like if you didn't say that, I wouldn't be able to tell you that right now.
Cultural baggage and language gaps. It doesn't cancel out potential microaggressions, but it absolutely complicates the narrative more than evil Western oppressor versus pure Korean victim. Now add another layer. Catseye have been called out repeatedly for using AAVE-coded language in a way that feels like edgy seasoning for their relatable image. So when people already feel uncomfortable with the way English and attitude are being used, that tiny N sound in the clip hits every trigger. People have already decided they're careless with black-coded speech. From there, it's easy for them to believe the worst. But again, you need proof, not just vibes layered on vibes. You can criticize their use of AVE and still admit that specific N-word almost clip is nothing. Personally, where I land is this. Yes, Megan was mean to Yoonchai as a trainee. She said it herself. Yes, they had real conflict that was not cute. Yes, she could have said weird or tone-deaf things, banana included. Yes, Catseye's use of slang and persona can feel AVE adjacent in a way that makes people uncomfortable. But on the other hand, we had beef is not automatically we had abuse. A clipped consonant in a live stream is not proof of a slur. We do not know for a fact
But guys, real shit. Beef or chicken? What do you like better? I like chicken.
that Megan used banana
Pork
in the
is not
Western
your
racist sense,
selection, so-
turning
I don't know. Do you like pork? I guess you can pork. Pork, lamb, rabbit. Okay, I'll pick rabbit over any of them, to be honest. Rabbit or duck?
every resolved conflict plus badly edited moment into a fully formed hate crime narrative doesn't help anyone. Some of you want a villain so badly you're stitching together I was a brat. She called her a fruit and her mouth made an N noise once into a manifesto. You're not wrong to care about bullying, racism or microaggressions. That concern is valid. But when you dilute it with fake evidence and overreach, you make it easier for companies and fans to roll their eyes at the whole conversation and write it off as overreaction. And that's exactly what's happening with Catseye. Every time they breathe, a clip trends for the wrong reason. The banana thing, the supposed slur, the way they speak English, what they say in interviews, the way they behave on lives. Some of it is genuinely worth talking about. Some of it is just people being hyper-parasocial, jealous, bored or desperate for a new outrage cycle. Hybe and the show's producers love this, by the way. They get constant virality, never-ending engagement, and the serious issues get buried under baseless fan wars. Because there are real problems around this group that aren't getting the proper unpacking they deserve. AKA the way the youngest member is sexualized and pushed into adult-coded aesthetics, how global casting meets Korean
Next
industry
week,
standards
turning
and all of
18.
that. But instead of focused,
I wonder if
honest,
he's gonna have, like,
informed
a
criticism,
party
the
for,
timeline
like,
keeps
the
getting clogged
dancers
with
and
weak
stuff.
points. Like she almost said the N-word. Maybe, I think, if you squint, and that gives the label cover to lump everything together and dismiss all of it as haters. If you're mad, at least be mad at the right things. Be mad at the industry that puts minors in dangerous environments. Be mad at lazy usage of AVE for vibes. Be mad at tone-deaf jokes that punch down instead of taking responsibility. But don't act like one stutter is a slur. Don't pretend a fruit bit we don't have full intent on is the same as a clear confirmed racist insult. And don't twist we fought, we fixed it, we're close now into she's secretly still torturing her. The Catseye discourse is starting to feel like a spin-off of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Constant clips, constant drama, constant overanalysis, and very little nuance. At this point they really do feel like New Jeans' main competition controversy-wise. 2. BabyMonster's Rora, Parita, and Ah Hyun will be performing Golden at Mama.
The Synchrony Premier World MasterCard. Earn 2%
Yeah,
cash
that was a
back
long.
on
Well,
every
I
purchase.
went on a long
Some
tangent.
people are saying Ah Hyun will scream so they are scared she will get hate. Before we start, I need to say this. I wrote this
Well, I just hope it's gonna be live and not what Isna did. It was Isna, right? Isna at KCON. As long as they're singing live, Aeon can scream all she wants. I don't care.
commentary before seeing the news about the tragic fire in Hong Kong that has taken so many
Oh,
lives
yeah,
and affected
that's
countless
unfortunate.
families. Right now there are reports of
Yeah, I saw a notification yesterday.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, this was unfortunate. It reminded me of we reacted on our main channel. I think it was Green. Do you remember? In the UK, some sort of Greenfell Tower or some sort of tower burned down in London. I think we watched the video. There was a lot of
This is
people died. This reminded me of
crazy.
that. Yeah, this is horrible.
How did it even start?
Horrible. I don't know, but I wonder if when everything they do investigation is gonna be the same thing as in UK, whereas the materials that the building is made out of are flammable. Yeah, that's horrible.
multiple casualties, injuries, and people still unaccounted for. And it honestly feels wrong to jump straight into jokes or criticism without acknowledging that. My thoughts are with the victims, their loved ones, and everyone in Hong Kong dealing with the shock and grief of this situation. I don't know yet if Mama will be postponed or cancelled because of what happened. And that's not for me to predict or decide. What you're about to hear is how I felt about BabyMonster.
I'm not particularly sure why that should be postponed or canceled. Like it's unfortunate, but what does it have to do with Mama exactly?
It's being hosted.
In Hong Kong, no, I understand that, but it's not being hosted in that building.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
the
not-
same thing that when the tsunami was going on.
Well, come on, tsunami affects the whole city. This affects one building. You can't compare that. Like it's really what if anything?
I feel like things change here too when in Sunny Isles a building like fell
Yeah, but
and that changed how everyone
I think just
because this is not probably the only building in this material if it's a material thing like I think what we have to know is what happened, what went wrong here first, because maybe other homes possibly would be at risk.
I think what you do in this case, if you're Mama, you don't postpone, you do the event, but you donate the money to the cause. So that's
I don't
what
know
that's
if
how
they'll
you
do
go.
that either.
Well, they've got to do that. then it's either cancel, postpone,
'Cause
or
I
do
know
that.
what's gonna happen is like a lot of officials are gonna be talked to and have some explaining to do, and some sort of money is gonna be associated with this.
Yeah, but I'm just not sure what it has to do with K-pop. Like, it's a
Um,
tragedy,
I
no
think taking
doubt, but
a broadcasting time. I think the broadcasting time like maybe
when is Mama supposed to be anyway? Oh wait, if it's this weekend, then okay, I can see that. I thought it was later. Damn.
we're in the season. Tis the
Is
season.
Mama Awards this weekend?
Tis the season.
If it's this weekend, then November 28th.
Yeah.
To tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, it might. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not cancelled. The Mama Awards will be held on Kaitak Stadium despite a recent fire in the city.
The recent what?
Despite a recent fire in the city.
Fire in the city. So
Yeah.
it's in the city.
Yeah. Impact on the Hong Kong fire. The event will proceed as scheduled, but with a more somber tone.
Yeah. So
The
that's
red
what-
carpet event has been cancelled. The organizers will hold a moment of remembrance for the victims of the fire.
Yeah. Okay, that's appropriate.
A donation will be made to support those of good.
There we
That's what I
go.
just said. Yeah, they need to do that.
Do a donation that does better than the other cancer donation that was given earlier this month or last
Yeah,
month.
W Korea, right. The focus of the performance will be on comfort and hope rather than just spectacle.
Okay, there you go.
Good. I think Mama's
Okay, the
handling as
team-
well.
the team
Now,
have this correctly.
the question is how much money they're donating. If they're donating, $10,000 is pathetic. Now, if they're donating solid, like 100, 200, 300K, respectable. So we'll see, I guess.
And Mama before I knew any of this. So please keep that context in mind while watching. BabyMonster doing Golden will be a serve. But also, why is this stage moving like it was planned by people who don't actually watch K-pop? You've got a song that's basically the vocal flex track of 5th gen. You've got Baemun, Meow, Isna, literal vocal ammo sitting right there. And instead of turning it into a girls Avengers type collab like they did with the Saja Boys lineup, they just slap BabyMonster on its solo and call it a day.
She's on something. I think that would have been cool to see like a collab from 3 different groups, one vocalist each. I think that would be a good. She's on. I like that idea.
A Baemun Meow Isna stage on Golden could have
I'm
ended.
sure BabyMonster fans don't like that idea. They want the BabyMonster route. I get it, but I think it would be cooler if it was all kinds of girls from different groups.
And they went nah, typical, and yeah, let's not act new. YG never lets Baemon touch other groups. Now performance-wise, Golden is a monster of a song, live. It exposes absolutely everything, breath support, register control, vowel shaping, tension, all of it. Even the original singer lowered the key for live stages, which tells you everything you need to know. Stacey's cover 3 months ago proved this. Yoon, Shiyoon and Jae didn't just survive it, they understood it. Jae ate the lower register with that deep tone and actual stability. Yoon handled the upper lines with way more comfort. And Shiyoon did exactly what a main vocalist is supposed to do. Connect everything and keep the emotional line steady even when the pitch goes up and the lungs are screaming. Was there some shouting on the climaxes? Yeah, a bit. They knew which parts were above their natural sweet spot and pushed just enough to sell the emotion without completely tearing their throats apart. For an almost impossible song live. That cover was insane. Now Ah-hyun is where this gets risky. People keep saying she's gonna scream it like it's a meme. But unfortunately, there's actual technique truth behind that. Historically, YG loves giving her notes that sit just above, where her voice actually wants to live, then refusing to lower the key. Add that to her naturally loud tone and her habit of attacking high notes with full force instead of mixing them more gently. And you get that classic YG problem. Impressive on first listen. Exhausting on replay. That radio snippet of her singing Golden? Anyone with functioning ears could hear she was outside her comfort zone. She was straining, running out of air and compensating with volume instead of support. That's not her being a bad singer. That's her being pushed into a key that doesn't respect her actual placement. And to be clear, Ah-hyun is not a weak vocalist. In 70% of groups she be main vocal without question. Her projection, natural power, and tonal presence are huge assets. But power doesn't replace technique, if she tries to. Copy the original key and emotional intensity and YG refuses to drop the key even a half step. She's going to end up screaming through the climaxes again the way she did in the drip bridge. And the gag is,
It's a lot of pressure, but I think BabyMonster can handle it. They're one of the best local groups, so I don't think they're gonna have any issues. Ahyun, what she's saying, yeah, but it just is what it is. That's how Ahyun sings. I completely anticipate her to do that, but just gotta accept it at this point.
she doesn't need to. Her tone suits this song. Her loud, powerful voice is exactly what Golden needs. If she eases up on the brute force, leans into a healthier mix and lets the mic do some work instead of her throat, this could be one of those covers we replay for years. Then we've got Rora, who honestly has one of the best low registers in 5th gen, no exaggeration. Her timbre in the mid-low area is exactly what Golden needs in the into verse and key bridge sections where the melody dips more. Because that's where she can create contrast and let Ah-hyun handle the higher peaks. Parita is criminally underrated in this whole discussion. No, she's not the best vocalist in the group, and yes, her tone is polarizing for some people. But vocally she's actually grown in one very important area, how she transitions between registers. Before, when she'd approach her upper notes, you could hear that disconnect. The tone would go a bit flat emotionally. Her switch from chest to head voice felt a bit stitched together. But recently though, she's been smoothing that out. The line from mid to upper register has more continuity now. For a song like Golden, which has tons of sustained emotional upper lines, that matters, and personally, her accent and pronunciation give her this luxury color that fits a song like this. The saving grace in all of this is simple. BabyMonster are going to sing it fully live. That alone already puts them ahead of half the industry's special stages where everyone just lip syncs to refined studio belts and calls it a tribute. The only real question is, will they lower the key like professionals? Or will YG ego their way through it and make Ahyun die on a high note for the sake of impact? Either way, they're talented enough that the stage won't be bad. The difference between good and legendary here is literally one decision. Key and control versus pride and yelling.
I guess we'll see. So if it's tomorrow, so I guess this time tomorrow we'll be reacting because it's their time tomorrow night. So tomorrow is gonna be a busy day for us, I guess. Black Friday.
We're gonna be full of turkey.
Yeah, Black Friday. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible.